Okay guys, let's run through this week's Fife Property Market Update, and this is the weekly roundup on what's really driving the Fife Property Market. We're going to cover the dates from the 28th of July to the 3rd of August and cover that week. Also, because July finished in the middle of the week, we're going to do the roundup for the figures for the month of July as well. So today we're going to look at the weekly stats for new and sold properties in Fife, and as I said, we're going to do the month as well. We're going to look at Fife Properties' recent listings, our own listings, what is coming soon, what has been sold. So I'm going to run through that. I'm also going to do a bit of a review on the shows that we at Fife Properties have produced and broadcast live over the week just past, as I say, the 28th of July to the 3rd of August, and I'll give you the details of the Well Creation show that Jim and I will be doing tomorrow, Monday at 12:30. If you don't usually tune into that, it's worth having a listen to that or watch that on our YouTube channel or indeed our social media platforms, because that will be quite good. But let's kick off by looking at the weekly stats for the week just past. So if I just share screen here, so you'll see here for the week of the 28th of July to the 3rd of August, broken down into region. So Cooper, there was 13 properties instructed and 6 of them were sold subject to conclusion of missives. In the East Nuke, there was 5 instructed and we have 6 there also sold. In St Andrews, there were 7 properties instructed and we have 5 which were sold subject to conclusion of missives. Leavenmouth area, which is the KY8, we had 12 instructed and 10 sold. Dunfermline, obviously a bigger area, is 54 instructed and 68 sold. And Glenrothes, we have 15 and then we have 11 sold. And Kirkcaldy, we've got 27 against 28 sold. So in total, there is 133 that have been instructed and 134 which have sold. So that's quite a good balance there in terms of the instructed figure against the sold figure for the Fife area. And as I say, that's from the 28th of July to the 3rd of August, the week just past. So those stats don't include new build properties. So if we have a look here, so there was none in Cooper, none in the East Nuke. We had 4 in St Andrews, none in the Leavenmouth area, 2 in Dunfermline, 35 new builds in Glenrothes. Now, I know where this has come from. There's a lot new builds up on Foxton Drive, so that's what's given that figure. So yeah, 35. A lot of new builds happening up there in Glenrothes, and 2 in Kirkcaldy. Okay. Now we're going to look at the monthly stats for the month of July in itself. So we'll look at the breakdown of the monthly stats here. If I just share this other table with you, and you'll see here. So we've got the region, and this is, as I say, for the entire month. The Cooper area instructed, we had 40 properties. Sold subject to conclusion of missives is 44, which is 110%, as you can see in that table there. East Nuke, we have 33 properties instructed and 22 sold, which is 67%. The St Andrews area, we've got 44 instructed and 21 sold, which is 48%. Leavenmouth area, 54 instructed and 54 sold, which is obviously bang on there at 100%. Dunfermline area, 219 instructed and 227 sold, which is 104%. Glenrothes area, we have instructed, there's 56 and then sold 52, which is 93%. And the Kirkcaldy area, 112 properties instructed and 113 sold, which is just over there at 101%. So in total for the month of July in the Fife area, there was 558 properties instructed and 533 sold subject to conclusion of missives. So that's 96% of the against the instructed for the sold against the instructed. So quite good figures there. That is, as I say, for the whole month. So we've done the weekly start there, and we done the monthly start. Again, those figures don't include the new builds. So yes, St Andrews area in there, we've got 6 additionally, and the Dunfermline area, we've got additional 6 in there as well. Glenrothes, another 9, and Kirkcaldy, we have 5. So they're just obviously, the new builds don't come into those figures that I show you for instructed and sold. So just to let you know that obviously there is a slight difference there in those figures. So let's move on and talk about sales that Fife Properties have had gone through in the last week. So what we have is the property in Adamson Terrace in Leaven. Now it's sold in one day. It's a 2-bedroom detached house, a semi-detached house, I beg your pardon. Previous sales fallen through, so this person had missed out. So they went back to them and from our viewing, obviously, and the new owner is a first-time buyer. They're really excited for this one. It's a brilliant property. It's a great street. It's an amazing first-time buyer purchase, and that was on the market at offers over 110,000. So that was a really good one there that we got through and across the line, and the new buyers are very happy. First-time buyers moving into that very soon. What we have coming soon, we've got Barton Place in Glenrothes coming up for sale. That's a 3-bed mid-terraced house. So look out for that one coming up very soon. And we also have Taylor Street, a flat in Taylor Street, which is a 2-bed first-floor flat in Taylor Street. That'll be a great buy-to-let investment, or indeed a first-time buyer, so look out for that one as well. And we also have one coming up in Lawmill Gardens in St Andrews, which is a 3-bed semi-detached house in a really popular residential area in St Andrews. Keep an eye out for that one. That will be very popular as well, given its proximity to the schools and the residential area it's situated in St Andrews. So that's a good one to look out for as well. Lawmill Gardens, 3-bed semi-detached house, St Andrews. Completed for Fife Properties this week, Dumbarton Place in Crail, which was a 2-bedroom first-floor apartment. It was sold in 2 months for 1.8%, just under the home report. So that was 275,000 versus 280,000. Still a really good result. The sellers and the buyers are both happy there, and the new owners are relocating into the area, so they're really excited for that. So that's really good. I am happy that that one has been pushed across the line, and that both the seller and the buyer are both happy. So that's our sales that have went through, property that's coming soon, and what we've had complete in the last week. What we've got coming up, what we've covered in the last week in terms of shows and productions. If you caught Jim and I yesterday on the Saturday morning show, we covered, it was episode 206, and we done what do tenants want, and we done the 5 insider tips to maximise your rental home's appeal and profit. So really, when times are good, it's easy to think that tenants will really just rent anything and at any price as well, which is not always correct. But when the market changes and there's more competition for other rental properties, a property can really quickly lose its appeal, and you need to really be prepared for that. If you've got an outdated property, it also means you've got more calls coming through for repairs, together with a lot more tenant changeovers and things as well. You'll have more void periods, and it's better practice to have the property up to scratch. And all the while this is happening, if you're going to have continual repairs and changeovers and things, you'll be falling further behind where it should really be in the market, and never really achieving its full potential or providing a good home for a tenant. So Jim and I covered that yesterday. You could catch up on the reruns, you could watch it on our YouTube channel, and you could also catch that in the podcast. Evening, Angela, thanks for joining me. If you caught Sophie and Jim in the midweek show, they were talking about Fife starter homes and how 28.1% cheaper they are than 35 years ago. So that was a really interesting one. I think Jim and Sophie had quite good fun doing that, so a lot of good content in there. And it just looks at Fife starter homes and how they, as I say, they're 28.1% cheaper today than they were 35 years ago. And people might think that's strange to hear that, and maybe think that sounds wrong, but it's true. The percentage of a first-time buyer's household income going onto their mortgage is 26.8% lower today than it was in 1989. So read that article to find out why and how this will affect the actual Fife property market for us here in Fife as well. So yeah, Jim and Sophie done that. They discussed the article through the week, and they talk about it in real terms for the Fife housing market as well. So the link is attached to this post. You could click in there, watch the rerun, read the article, or indeed, like I say, listen to the podcast. And then tomorrow, 12:30, the Wealth Creation Show. We will be back as usual. Jim and I, we are doing episode 134, the Wealth Creation Show, and it's about achieving goals and setting new ones. And there are many obstacles and things in achieving your goals, but most commonly it is not believing that you can actually achieve your goals, or maybe identifying the correct path to achieve them. Do you know, if you're committed to seeing your goals through to completion, you need to really connect your goal to a why. The why is so important, and Jim and I will talk about that tomorrow. Achieving your goals becomes so much easier when they are meaningful and connect to a reason and a purpose, the why. So when you connect your goal to the why, things will begin to happen and set you apart from the rest. And that's really what we aim to do with the Wealth Creation Show. It's sharing information, it's having a discussion and helping people progress their own journey and achieve their goals and indeed set new ones. So if you want to know how to separate yourself from the people who achieve their goals from those who don't, then tune in tomorrow and Jim and I will discuss that in a lot greater depth, and we will probably branch off into a few other things as we do, and some helpful antidotes and feedback from Jim and I, which I hope you all find interesting. So we will be live tomorrow, 12:30. Please join us then. Like I say, you'll get us on the YouTube channel for the Wealth Creation Show. You'll get us on the social media platforms. Jump in the comments, and my contact details will be attached to that when you're watching if you have any questions or want to do any follow-up. And that's where we stand for the end of this week and indeed the month of July in terms of the stats and the properties coming to the market, what's concluded, and what we've been putting out there in terms of content and produced last week and indeed for tomorrow's show. So hopefully I'll see you all there. I see your comment there, Angela. I will see you when we're live tomorrow, so please jump in the comments. And I'll leave it there, guys. Everybody have a great Sunday, and I'll catch you later. And that's it from me. Thanks, guys.